volunteer to light a candle? One more candle.
Before we start our meditation, let's do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Kamesu Miccachara Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Surameraya Majja Pamadatthana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Satta deva manussanam buddho bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Svakkhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko epassiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo vinyuhiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samīci patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala esa bhagavato savaka sangho ahuniyo pahuniyo Dakhineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anutterang Punyak Ketang Lokas Sati
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
Ganasarabpadithena Deepena tamadang sina Tiloka deepang sambuddhang Pujayami tamonudang
Offering of incense.
Gandha sambhara yuttena dhupena hang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyantang puja bhajana uttamam
Offering of flowers.
Vannagandha gunopetang etang kusuma santating pujayami muning dassa siripada saroruhe
Puje
Mi buddhang kusumena nena punyena metena labhami mokkang uppang milayati yata idang me kayo tatayati vinasa bhavang.
The opposite page. Offering of water.
Adivase tu no bhante paniyam parikampitang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama.
Offering of drinks.
Adivase tu no bhante gilana pancayang imang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami cetiyang sambang sambetani supatititang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
Manchang Namasaniyan Namaste Mano Ratenante Yang Yang Punyabhi Sandam Vipulam Alattam Tasanu Bhavin Hatante
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha. In English, mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks acts with the pure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy functions in the world like the linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dust from the ore. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditions things are impermanent. When one sees with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditions things are unsatisfactory. When one sees with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, welcome everyone again to our meditation session. So after doing this, our chanting together, our mind is quite prepared for a deeper meditation. So we will make a genuine effort collectively to do two types of meditation. First, we will do loving kindness meditation. It's recognizing the inner capacity that we all have to laugh, to be friendly, to be accepting. So we will bring that capacity out and try to manifest it and try to maintain that wholesome state in our mind. We want to feed our loving kindness again and again. We will generate it and we will feed it by making more and more wishes of loving kindness. By doing that, we want to maintain such a wholesome state in our mind a little longer, so it gradually can become an enduring state of our mind. In a way, we are creating a neural network of loving kindness by repeating these wishes of loving kindness again and again. And then at the end of the loving kindness meditation, we will do a meditation on breathing, which is a silent meditation. And you bring your whole attention to your breath and try to rest with the breath. So we will do that. So, first of all, rejoice your decision to come here today. And you could have been doing so many other things at this hour, but you make a conscious decision and you made an effort to come here today. And that's a great thing, because what you are going to do now is going to benefit you and also to benefit so many others. This is a special moment that you are taking care of your mind, that will heal your mind, that will also benefit so many others live with you. So rejoice your decision. Rejoice that you did a wholesome decision today. And then make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space, this guidance, and this gathering, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make a determination. I will put an effort, a genuine effort, to train my mind. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell and to the chant and allow ourselves to settle into this moment. Gather your whole attention to this very moment, using the sound of the bell and the chant. Let us settle our mind into this moment. Let us be aware of your own body. Feel the body, how it is sitting here. Let us bring our attention to where our body is touching. Feel the weight of the body against a cushion or chair. Feel where your body parts are touching each other. Feel the warmth and touch sensation in those areas. And feel your own clothes in upper part of your body. And just settle into this moment with this awareness of the body. This is a good time to allow this whole body to relax, to completely release whatever tightness or tension or stiffness there may be in different parts of the body. Let us allow our body to be relaxed and to be released. And if you wish, you can take a slow, long breath, slow, long breath, and then fill your lungs with fresh air, and then release that breath very slowly, allowing your body to further drop and relax. If you have any tightness or any discomfort in any parts of the body, bring your whole attention to that area and then take a deep, long, slow breath in and release that breath very slowly, allowing that area to open up, to release. With this relaxed body, we will now bring our whole attention to our mind. We will simply watch what are the thoughts or memories that are surfacing in our mind right now. Just notice the occurrence of different thoughts or memories without being part of them. Let us simply watch the appearance of these thoughts one after the other. All different thoughts and memories can occur in our mind randomly. This is how the ordinary mind is. We will simply recognize this nature. But right now, instead of these random thoughts occurring one after the other, we will now purposely generate a wholesome thought, a wholesome quality in our mind. This is a conducive environment for us to generate a wholesome state in our mind. Let us try to generate a wholesome thought, loving kindness in our mind right now. This is a good time for it. Everything is conducive for such a wholesome state to arise. We all have this deep inner capacity for loving kindness. Loving kindness is the willingness for everyone to be well. It is the friendliness to us all. It is the goodwill towards everyone. Let us generate such a wholesome state in our mind right now. Loving kindness. Create that willingness. How good if everyone in this world is fine. How good if everyone in this world is well and happy. Generate that willingness. Open your heart, just like when you are holding a baby, when you are looking at a smiling face of a baby. How open is your heart when you are holding and looking at such a beautiful smiling face. Open your heart just like when you are petting a puppy or kitten or any other little creature. How open is our heart? The readiness to care, willingness for the safety and well-being of the baby. Let us generate the same level of openness, goodwill, friendliness, loving kindness right now. Opening the heart and allowing this wholesome wish, wholesome willingness to arise. Loving kindness. Let us cultivate this loving kindness. Let us maintain this wholesome state without letting it die. We will feel this wholesome state and make it stronger and stronger. We can do it by making good wishes again and again to everyone. Let us start making good wishes to all people, including ourselves. Let us start with ourselves. We will start with this person sitting here. Just like all other living beings in this world, this person here also deserves loving kindness. Let us direct this loving kindness to ourselves. Feel your body. Feel your presence here. Look at yourself as one of the living beings in this world. The person sitting here is a human being and one of many living beings in this world, struggling like any other living being. Make a genuine wish to this person sitting here, to this living being. May this person sitting here be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May I be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us be generous to ourselves. Let us be kind to ourselves. Let us be gentle with ourselves and continue to make all good wishes you like to make to yourself. If you are going through some difficulty right now, you can make a specific wish to yourself, wishing yourself more courage, more wisdom, more strength to overcome. Just make a nice wish to yourself. Let us radiate this loving kindness to our body. Let us take this moment to appreciate the contribution of all the organs and systems of this body and directing this loving kindness intention throughout this body. Extending loving kindness to all the organs, appreciating the continuous support we receive from all these organs to live our life. May these lungs, which are helping us even right now to breathe, may these both lungs and whole respiratory system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digestive system, all the organs in this whole digestive system, which are supporting us every day, the stomach, the liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digestive system, be well, be healthy, be healed. May these kidneys, may these both kidneys and whole genitourinary system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the spinal cord, the brain stem, the middle brain, the frontal lobe, the whole nervous system be well, be healthy, be healed. May all the muscles, may all the ligaments, tendons, and all the tissues throughout the body be well, be healthy, be healed. May all these bones, the large bones and tiny bones throughout the body, and all these joints be well, be healthy, be healed. Allow this loving kindness intention travel throughout your body, reaching each corner, each part of your body, and allowing that loving kindness to heal your whole body. Let us now expand this loving kindness beyond ourselves to everyone else. Let us make the same wish, same well-being to all other people. Let us wish all beloved people in our life. May all our beloved family members, our good friends, may they too be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond those people to all other people. Everyone sitting with us in this room right now. Let us wish for one another. May all these friends sitting here be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish to all this surrounding area, wishing all people in this whole neighborhood, in this whole surrounding area, whoever the people living in this whole neighborhood, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish as wide as we can to include as many people as we can to our wish. May all people living in faraway cities and faraway states and countries, let us wish for everyone. Let us take a moment to think about all people living in all directions. May all people living in the direction that I am facing now. May all people in the cities, states, and countries in this direction, may all of them be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our right, may everyone living in this direction, near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our back, may all of them living near and far in this direction, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our left, may every one of them living in this direction, near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living everywhere throughout the world be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond people to all other living beings. Embracing all forms of life, all animals, and all other living beings with our wish. May all living beings living everywhere, all animals from large ones to tiny ones, and all other living beings, visible and invisible beings, each and every living being without exception, be well, be well, be Be peaceful. 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 Experience the boundless loving kindness, the loving kindness that has no limits, the loving kindness that embraces all beings without exception. Experience this wholesome state of the mind. Having this unbounded loving kindness, let us now gently bring our attention to our breath. Let us now deepen the peace of our mind by simply resting our attention on our breath. With this peaceful, with this loving, caring mind, let us now gently bring our whole attention to the breath and observe the breath when it is coming in through your nostrils. Feel the air touching the inner walls. Feel the air passing behind your throat and filling your lungs. And notice your out breath, the movement of the air through your nostrils, and feel the touching of the outgoing air in your upper lips. And notice in other changes happening in your chest and belly area with the breathing in and out. Closely watch how the breath is happening now. When you are breathing in, know that this is breathing in. When you are breathing out, know that this is breathing out. Let us simply be with the breath for the next few minutes and then deepen our peace. Keep observing your breath. Feel your breath as closely as you can. Whenever you have other thoughts, gently notice them and acknowledge them, and without following them or developing them further, simply come back to the breath again and again. Let us be with the breath and rest with the breath. In these last few minutes, let us give our full effort to be with the breath and rest with the breath. Gently come out of the meditation. Gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Feel grateful to all great teachers, enlightened masters in the past, who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Feel grateful to anyone who helped you and supported your practice tonight. Feel grateful for anyone who arranged and cleaned this place for us to meditate tonight. Let us also feel grateful to even to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this bell, this cushion, the chair, and this device that help you to connect to the meditation from home. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so we can have a short sharing time of your experience of the meditation. Or if you like to clarify anything of the practice. Yes, Nancy?
The smiling baby part.
Mm.
On Sunday, I got the oldest smiling baby. So I saw her face.
So you were able to remember it, right? Was it effective that you generate the loving kindness? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we call it.
You.
Yeah, I know. I mean, as we try to give some what you call priming the experience. We want to give you something that you can create that loving kindness feeling. So asking you to think about a smiling baby or puppy or kitten is what you call the prime. And that can generate that feeling, and then we maintain it by feeding it again and again. So once I did loving kindness meditation at the University of Pittsburgh to a group of students, and they were I think they were juniors, I think, and when I asked them to give their feedback, most of them are afraid of babies. So I figured out, maybe that may not work for, 2 young people. When they think about babies, it makes them anxious.
So fear can be a good thing.
So that's why. So I was thinking maybe I had I should use number of primes, not like one prime. Bhante Pun actually introduced this baby image. So we can also think about other even think about when you see a beautiful flowers in the environment then you can also have similar kind of connection. And I mean, so so I thought initially that maybe little baby maybe universal prime, but maybe not some people. Any other sharing or questions or clarification? Yes.
I've noticed in the last couple of months, because of meditation, I've actually been enjoying breathing more
Mm,
throughout my day, throughout my week. I've
Okay.
noticed breath more, and I have a deeper appreciation for breathing
exactly.
and enjoying it as if it were a cone of ice cream or something. Yeah, I've noticed that change. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. It's also kind of anchoring you to the actual moment.
Mm.
Yeah. Because yeah, if the more longer we can feel the breath and be with the breath, is kind of keeping us in the real moment, real time. And most of the worries and sufferings and frustrations come to our mind most of the time is about when our mind is dwelling in the past, or maybe worrying about what's going to happen. So as long as we can be with the breath, you're quite okay. Yes. I'm glad that you kind of carry it. We Buddha said that you have to make your breath a friend that always follows you, always be there, and also a friend that can indicate you that whenever you are anxious, whenever you are out of the balance, breath is changing. So breath can be like a indicator telling her, hey, you are not normal. Don't say anything now. Because whenever we get angry or upset or frustrated, our breath is changing. So breath is an indicator of the state of the mind. um, but then changing the breath, we can also change the status of the mind too. Like it's one way, it's kind of representation of the mind, but we can also start changing the breath and then change the state of the mind too. Yeah. So Buddha say that first you have to make the breath a friend that accompany you, that can guide you, that you are not, and then eventually breath also can become a teacher. Yeah. I'm glad that. Yeah. Yes, Nancy.
Pay attention to my breath sometimes, like when I'm waiting at the doctor's office.
Great.
You know,
Yeah,
the
like those
traffic.
moments. I may be waiting in the queue in the line in shopping mall.
At the grocery store, whatever.
Yeah, there are some moments even waiting in the traffic light.
Yeah.
There are so many moments that we get. We have nothing to do. We can choose to like worry about things and maybe bother about what other people are doing, or we can come to our breath and be at peace.
Or while you're listening to somebody complain. Listen to your breath.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move to our discussion. These days, we are discussing the Loving Kindness Sutra, and we are discussing the 14 qualities that are given in the Loving Kindness Sutra as complementary virtues to loving kindness. So in the Loving Kindness Sutra, the loving kindness is not seen as an isolated practice, but seen as the practice that is uh, that is um, coupled with so many other virtues. So these 14 virtues are kind of supporting factors for us to maintain loving kindness in our life. Uh, so today we are going to talk about it's eight.
We discuss about 8 qualities.
Today is the ninth.
9 qualities.
Oh, today is the ninth. Today is the ninth quality. In Pali, it is called Appakicho, which is a strange quality. I mean, it's interesting quality. It's called how we have translated one.
With few responsibilities of simple
yeah,
livelihood.
few.
Yeah.
Appakicho means actually less work. Less work is given as a virtue, as a quality. Yeah, as a supporting factor for us to maintain our loving kindness. So few responsibilities, right? And upper means few, kitchen means work, or can mean responsibility to work. Or we can say less busyness. Yeah.
More practice.
Yeah, I mean, so it's related to those related like simplicity in the life, simplicity, but specifically referring to this tendency of our mind that we like to get busy all the time, and then but if you really want to maintain loving kindness, maybe you have to think about cutting down your busyness. Yeah, but I have to confess that this is the call it that I struggle myself to have less work. Means that it's kind of finding the balance in our life. I still have difficulty of cutting down my work, cutting down the responsibilities. So but I think it's important goal that we need to have in our life. On one hand, our willingness to work hard and our willingness to commit to our work is very important. It's also a virtue, being hardworking, being industrious, and because we need that quality in our life to to progress. Of course, to progress in our material success, but also to some level to progress in our spiritual success. So we need that willing to work hard, willing to commit, willing to like take all responsibilities, being committed to our practice. So it's important, and particularly if we want to progress in our life, we should we should not be lazy. Like you should get rid of the laziness, and laziness is not admired. In the Buddhist teaching, is always given as a hindrance, as a given as a impediment, even to our spiritual practice and also to our worldly success. So therefore, willingness to work hard is a very important virtue. But then we have to find the balance, because sometimes our work maybe like not simply the work, but simply getting busy, getting occupied all the time, like feeling like doing nothing is a waste of time. I need to do something. I need to fill my day with all kind of works, and that is not helping. And that is not helping, and that particularly in this case, it will not help us to practice loving kindness. So in other words, we have this term. We can be addicted to keeping ourselves busy, right? We call workaholic.
Workaholic.
Workaholic. Can you explain the nature of a workaholic person?
Uh, Basically, a workaholic is somebody that always needs to be doing something that's constructive in their mind or beneficial to themselves,
Mm.
whether they're in the pursuit of money
Mm.
or fame or authority, something like that.
So, like an alcoholic, your work can be your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I think that is the kind of balance that we need to find, and importantly, we need to understand actually, because it can be an addiction. It kind of like always want to do something can be an addiction.
Avoidance too.
Exactly. Can you elaborate a little bit? I'm going to say that, but yeah.
Well, if you're always working, you're not spending time with your family because you're working all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are missing out. Or if you're working,
You don't
all the time,
deal with
you're
them.
not practicing your dharma.
Yeah. Actually, it's not only avoidance, but sometimes like keeping ourselves busy can be a form of distracting ourselves, because sometimes, because when you are occupying ourselves with some task, it allows us to focus outward and always worry about, always focus on what we are doing, and sometimes we have a difficulty of accepting our own emotions and our own feelings, and so sometimes sometimes people like to keep working because they are not comfortable to be with themselves. They're not comfortable to go through their emotions, go through their feelings and work out on them. They want some kind of distraction, that they don't like to come in and somehow observe it and accept it and resolve here is too, and then as a way of distracting, and they keep doing things and working things. But I mean, but ultimately it's not a solution. You're kind of hiding and you're kind of distracting yourself and running away from the actual thing happening here. So we had to be mindful. Am I working too hard genuinely to make things better and make my family, my life better, or am I doing it as a way of avoiding myself?
I think our culture spends most of its energy doing as opposed to being.
Yes.
Doing and having are our primary
Yeah.
things, not so much being.
Yeah.
And being is where all the satisfaction comes from.
Yeah. Yes, so I remember that story of a fisherman, right? So one day, a millionaire was, having his vacation. He went to a fishing village, and he saw one man playing with his, grandchildren. And it's the morning, so he had a conversation, and he said that he asked, "Don't you go to fish?" He said, "Oh, I went in the morning, so I catch enough for the day, and then I came back and I'm just playing with them." And the millionaire said that, "No, but you have all these hours. Why don't you go back and catch more?" And he said, "Why?" Because when you catch more, you can sell more, you can earn more money. And then they say, then what? And say, okay, if you get more money, maybe you can buy a few more boats, maybe employ a few more, and then earn more money. And they keep asking why, and he said, you can enjoy your life. And he hasn't. Why? And then when he said, when you earn more money and have all these resources, you can enjoy your life. And then he asked, what do you think I'm doing now? So this may not be a good voucher for capitalism, capitalist culture. Yeah. But again, I want to emphasize that we should not ignore the value of hard work and committed responsibilities. We need that. We just want to find the balance. When we are so being serving others, being productive. Being productive and being and serving others is one thing, but actually having a neurotic kind of compulsive habit of working and working is another thing. That's where we need to distinguish these two. The reason that if you have so many things to do, sometimes it can also be a kind of overcommitting, and not only in work, but also let's say a family obligation, your friends and people ask help from you, so you commit. So sometimes that could be without understanding our limits, we overcommit. We commit, okay, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it, and then later when these people ask, oh, did you do that? Did you do that? Did you do that? And then we find in ourselves we don't have enough time, we don't have enough resources, and we cannot manage, and then we get upset, we get, angry, we get angry with them, we get angry with ourselves. And so, and that's something I also try to work in my own life, like how not to overcome it. Recently, like people request so many things, but one common request I get is to like write articles for journals, right, for felicitation volumes. So when sometimes the people who ask are known to me, they're colleagues, and so sometimes when they ask, I cannot say no. But when I say yes, that means how many hours of researching and writing, right? So sometime, like last, like even when I was traveling in Sri Lanka, I had to, finish those articles, and even try to finish one when I was traveling in the when you're flying in the aeroplane. I was typing, and I was thinking what I'm doing, and it's good, I can contribute, I can give some message to others, but sometimes overcommitting, and that doesn't allow you to like be in loving kindness when they ask you to did you write that it doesn't make you loving. So they are demanding and they're requesting, it can and sometimes make you angry.
So Bhante, is this Nipako?
No, this is Upper Kicho. We are in the 9th quality, Upper Kicho. Upper means
okay.
little, upper means little, Kicho means work. Having little work. Few work.
Isn't it some type of work is a form of meditation, like a carpenter or blacksmith
Yes.
or a painter or sculptor? I am a surgeon. Sometimes I do surgery. I don't track time, 2-3 hours, and then I look at clock, just time passed. And also Zen said something about doing, not doing. When you get involved in work, you don't think you are doing anything, but everything is accomplished.
Yeah.
The musician's a good example
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good point. Sometimes we can do our work as a form of meditation too. Of course, it's how you approach the work. If you're so skillful in your work, and you can be spontaneous and natural, and you don't have to think about it, and you can engage in work. I like gardening, right? Gardening can be a form of meditation and whatever. Yeah, but you'll be able to do that if you can fully focus on one task at a time. If you have committed to do so many things, now you need like, okay, I have to finish this, I have to do this, I have to do this. You will not be able to enjoy the work in that way.
The type of work I mentioned is all focus.
Focus,
You
yeah.
do one mistake, you cut that out.
Yeah.
Die.
Definitely. So I'm saying that you'll be able to give that kind of attention, that kind of care to one work if you don't have so many other obligations and commitment. And now so then only we can enjoy the work.
There's this thing that it depends how much you enjoy doing something, whether you call it work or not.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. If we can do what you like, and yeah, I think that's what as monks we are doing. we work, but we do the thing that we like.
If you go back to the beginning when you said workaholic, if you truly are a workaholic, you can't stop. It's an obsession. It's a disease.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes a disease of
Yeah.
the mind.
On the mind, yeah.
Most
we
of
can-
us live to work.
Plus
The
nothing.
workaholic lives
Plus
to
nothing.
work, or works to live. Well, we work to live, but a workaholic lives to work.
It can become an escape mechanism.
Yes, actually escape. That's as a form of escaping. Maybe escaping. Is there a question or comment? This one over there. Cutting down on. Cutting down on. Yeah. So try to try to be occupied only with necessary, only with activities that are really necessary, really important, really valuable, right? Yeah. So sometimes there are also, Bhante, we have these three, which related to this, Buddha has also mentioned about like three addictions, maybe three clingings that we can have. We can have a clinging to work. We can have a clinging to being talkative, right?
Yeah.
We can have clinging to talk all the time. We can have clinging to be in company with others all the time. I mean, of course, we need to work, we need to talk, we need to be, we need to have, good association, good company. But we can have clinging to work, we can have clinging to talking, and we can have clinging to like clinging to always socializing. And those things, if you do more than what we need, and if we are clinging to that, and these things can create problems in our life. Because sometimes we had to be alone also. Sometimes we had to listen also, not always talk, right? Sometimes we had to reflect and be, not always, working. Yes?
Sometimes it's hard to see what you cling to.
Yeah.
So, are there any techniques or anything that like, I can maybe,
To understand.
Like if I get upset with something that's broken and it's a pain thing, or that I'm, I just have some attachment to a person. But how do you?
Maybe we can ask, can I live
one
without
that you
it?
don't see.
Can I live without it? Yes. Imagine being without it. If it's okay, or it's not okay.
Well, but then it could be clinging to ideas too.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's a whole. I mean, even there's a teaching that is more dangerous, or maybe more unbeneficial to cling into views and ideas rather than to sensual objects. Yeah, because it's related to identity. Yeah, because it's related to our identity. It's very strong. Okay, I think so. We can slowly move to the other part um, of sharing merits. So hopefully you get the idea and try to try to have less work. Of course, what is necessary. Of course, keep serving others. Try to be responsible and work hard, but remembering our tendency of our mind to yeah to be addicted to these things, and then we will, and that will maybe being mindful of committing only to things that we can do, understanding our own capacity and limitation, and also not and only try to do what is really necessary, and select. That's okay. Okay, thank you, and let us continue to learn the sutra next week too. And now we move to the transference of merits part. Turn to page number 14. And by coming to this practice today, doing this practice together, we have generated so much goodness in our heart and good merits, good karma. We can share this good karma and merits with others too. Let us first of all record our mind those family members or friends or ancestors who have passed away, and let us be grateful to them and share these good merits with all of them. With gratitude, let us share merits with all the departed relatives and friends. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukita hontu ñātayo. Let us also share this merit with all other living beings. If there's any being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ce amhi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act begin the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determined to be heedful. We will now chant the Loving Kindness Sutra we just studied. We are going to chant this sutra as a way of extending and bestowing blessings upon you all. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. And we are going to chant the same sutra for you now, wishing you blessings for good health, strength and courage, and peace and happiness in your life. May all of you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. May you receive the blessings of these wholesome vibrations. And may you receive the blessings of the loving kindness that we are radiating right now. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with. Maybe your family member, maybe a friend, maybe a sick person. You can recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamitya sakko jo sojo cha soacho cha samudu anatimani santo sako subaro cha ampagincho cha salho kavunti santringriyo nipako cha ampagambo kulesu ananugindo na cha kunda samachari kimchi na ving pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta eke chipan bhutanti tasavatavrava anavasesadighavaye mahantava Manjimaraskanukatula dittavayev andit Dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhave siva Sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitantana paro parang nikumbet Nati manyet kanta chinang kanche vyarosena patiga sanyana manyas sadukka mincheye matayata niyang puntam ayusa ek punta manurakke evam pisambha bhutesu manasang bhavai aparimanang mettang ca sambhalokasming manasang bhavai aparimanang uddang adhojatiriyang asambhadang averang asapantang tintang charang nisinno va sayano va yavatassa vigadamindo etang sating aditteye brahmametam viharam idamaho detting ca anupagamma silva dassanena sampanno kami suvinaya gedang nahi jatu gambaseyam punareti etena sanca vajjena Sotti te hotu sambada etena sanca vajjena Sambharogo vinassatu etena sanca vajjena Hotu te jaya mangalang Sabbitiyo vivajjantu sambharogo vinassatu mate bhavatvantarayo sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabbha mangalam Rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha buddhanubhavena Sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalam Rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha dhammanubhavena Sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabbha mangalam Rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Let us try to recall to our mind whatever kind deed that we were able to do during last few days. Recall to your mind an actual incident that you were able to be kind to someone. Let us rejoice. this opportunity to be kind. On this day,
On this day,
or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind,
my body, speech, and
whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds
those kind deeds,
and let my heart rejoice.
let my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
I rejoice in those kind deeds,
appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others.
appreciating the opportunity to help others.
I rejoice in those kind
I
deeds,
rejoice in those kind deeds,
wishing more opportunities to practice compassion.
wishing more opportunities to practice compassion.
I rejoice in those kind
I
deeds,
rejoice in those kind deeds,
resolving not to compare myself with others.
resolving not to compare myself with others.
I rejoice in those kind
I
deeds,
rejoice in those kind
and
deeds,
glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere.
glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere.
May my kind deeds
May my kind deeds
relieve the burdens of other beings.
relieve the burdens of other beings.
May my kind
May
deeds
my kind deeds
shield me from all dangers and pain.
shield me from all dangers and
May
pain.
my kind
May
deeds
my kind
and
deeds
merits that come from them
merits that come from
help me in free my heart.
help me free my heart.
Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about an incident that someone gave you something, or someone were kind to you, and someone was caring for you. Recall an actual incident where you received kindness, care, or help from someone. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind
I call to mind
those kind deeds
those kind deeds
and let my heart
and
rejoice.
let my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
being always ready to praise kind people
being always ready to praise kind people
and follow their example.
and follow their example.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
May the kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
bring safety and happiness to many living
bring
beings.
safety and happiness to many people.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living
May the
beings.
kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
nurture goodness in me
nurture goodness in me
and many living
and
beings.
many living beings.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It was so nice to have you all for the practice. This weekend is quite active weekend for us. On this Saturday afternoon at 1:30, we are going to have a very special 1 hour program, 1.5 hour program, a memorial service to the founding president of Pittsburgh Buddhist Center. So he passed away in January. That is Dr. K.A. Siripal from Altoona, and and they initiated, this temple, and they started the temple in Altoona Heights. And even when we want to move here, he came forward and helped us a lot in many ways. And so we really want to show our gratitude. So if we can come in the afternoon at 1:30, we'll have a small memorial service for him. His family will be here. So it's a great loss for us, but we want to be grateful for him. So that is 1:30 on for Saturday. And Sunday, we have a 1-day meditation retreat. So we got an opportunity to practice with the Buddhist nun, and she's traveling she's visiting us from North Carolina and she'll be here for Sunday, and we'll be having our retreat from 9 to 4 p.m. And still few more spots are available. And if you still like to participate, you can register for that. And rare opportunity to learn from a Buddhist nun. And she's an American nun, but ordained in Sri Lanka and trained under Bhante Gunaratana in West Virginia meditation monastery. And she's also a cancer survivor, and that's how she came to the Dhamma and became serious in practice. So it's a good opportunity for you to learn. So those are the two things. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And those who are joining us over your YouTube, and thank you very much. We really appreciate your commitment. And there's one announcement also. Someone offered us a computer at the beginning of the pandemic to do our online programs. So that computer was so useful, and we have been using it many times a week since 2020. And now it is unfortunately dying because we have been. So it's a simple laptop computer, and so then now actually we are using Bhante Kamalasi's personal computer. So eventually we need to buy a new laptop now, new computer to run our online program. So if someone can give us a computer, maybe someone can contribute to that, we deeply appreciate that. We will start a project, right, Bhante? Yeah. If someone I don't know whether we need a new computer, maybe even a used computer can be good if it is working well. So that's something we need. So just letting our online friends know that we need a computer to connect to you. So please contact us if you can help in any way to buy a computer. Thank you, everyone, and wish you all the best for your week, and may you carry this peace for the rest of the week, and look forward to see you again. Thank you. So please come for the blessing strings.